Welcome, this is Shakti, your astrologer, and today I'm going to talk about the full moon in Taurus. And I think I'm pretty well equipped to do that because my Sun as well as my Mercury is in Taurus. And if you've been to my forecasts before, you know that I always get to the very practical applications of how you can use the celestial energies, the planetary forces to your best advantages, and how you can use them to become more aware of yourself, who you are, about your reactions, and how you integrate. So with moon astrology, it's often a very intuitive, emotional reaction, but it's a wonderful way to learn astrology. I do these forecast readings to inspire you and also to teach you a little bit about astrology. Because for me, after 35 years, I'm even more passionate than I ever was, because there's so much depth and possibilities to grow and to gain a higher perspective onto who you are. So of course, it's kind of a little bit general. So when you really dive into astrology, you have to work with your birth chart and then see how those forecasts, transits, active movements in the heavens are impacting you right now in your development. But the moon astrology is a wonderful way to get started. So I hope you enjoy. Welcome. Today I want to talk about the next full moon in Taurus coming up November 17th. So we will discuss Taurus personality, and especially because I'm a Taurus myself, I always like to make things very practical. So we're gonna talk about how to benefit and use these energies to the fullest extent possible. And as I believe, the key is our state of consciousness. Moon astrology is a really nice way to become more aware of astrological teachings and get a real sense of how we relate with the stars up there. And the moon going through the waning and waxing phases, we do relate. There are different things happening inside of us, and then depending on the sign it is in. So a full moon in a sign is kind of the blossoming of that sign in that emotional filter we having towards the world. This is Shakti Karula-Nevran. I'm your host for today. I'm an evolutionary astrologer and published author. I live on Maui. My sun is in Taurus and Gemini rising, moon in Aquarius. So there's this mix of curiosity, going out of the mainstream way of thinking, but making it very practical, accessible. So I like to inspire you to learn more about astrology and learn more about yourself. And if you want to help me out, I would like to have some feedback about the length of these astrological forecasts you're willing to endure with me. So I've usually my videos are around 20-25 minutes, but I have tried out to cut them shorter, like cutting them into pieces, like 10-12 minutes each. So please let me know, give me feedback, what works for you, what doesn't. That helps me to make these videos better. For those of you who want more specifics, so the full moon in Taurus will be November 17th at 7:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that will happen at 26 degrees in Taurus. Wherever your moon was in your chart when you were born, it gives us a very precise picture of your inner moods and needs. We call the moon your heart and soul, but really it is your emotional filter, how you take in the world emotionally. So, and what your needs are. So your driving need to feel safe, to be nourished, to be nourishing for others. So the moon has a lot of qualities it carries. We call the moon the healer, the great mother, but ultimately it's really the source for joy and happiness. So we need to live our moon in order to be happy. Let's talk about the Taurus personality, because this full moon is in Taurus. So when we look at Taurus astrologically, we think of it as the grounded one, the farmer, the gardener, somebody who carries the truth of what is this basic goodness in life. So Taurus is the first sign of Earth. It's ruled by Venus, and it's all about adaptation to a physical life on this planet. So that's why we assume that the Taurus personality learns to be deeply in touch with the physical dimension of life. So one thing is learning to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. And I don't know another creature who can do that as well as cats. From an evolutionary perspective, when we have the sun or ascendant or other planets in Taurus, it shows that part of our soul came in to learn Taurus, to learn the qualities we connect with Taurus. And throughout our lives, we find different ways to implement. So first of all, we say Taurus values comfort, stability, physical pleasures. So when the soul comes in with that, we know this is something which is needed. There is some sense of maybe trauma connected with the past life story. So the person comes in to learn about physical pleasure, to value comfort, to enjoy and experience stability in their life. And that's the reason why Taurus is usually very down to earth, very realistic, very pragmatic. And then when we look at the Venus, the Venusian aspect of Taurus, we often find an artistic orientation. So if you have a Taurus sun or ascendant or planets in Taurus, what your soul wants to learn, depending what planet is in Taurus, but the general idea is it has to do with grounding. There is a need for your soul to learn about calming. There is a learning of centering in the world, being in the world. And of course, all that encompasses the sense of self-value, the sense of being who you are. And of course, as any other sign, Taurus has a shadow. So if Taurus low-end manifestations go in the direction of rigidity, of overly stubbornness, boring oneself, we could say there are better ways to live out your Taurus. So one of the ways we can balance planets and principles in our chart is through gemstones. And the Taurus gemstone, especially with the moon in Taurus, would be here the emerald. Emerald as a remedy. So one of the birthstones of the month is emerald. It's a great stone having high moon qualities. We could call it the queen or the high priestess. And it combines that dimension of worldly and spiritual power. So by wearing an emerald or meditating with an emerald, these are the qualities which get strengthened. And if you have that as a challenge in your chart, it will help you on a level of frequency to balance into that direction. Also, we call the emerald the divine mother. So there's this really high moon, nourishing, healing quality. So in emerald, you might find all the nourishment, empowerment, the wisdom, and the soothing energies you need, especially in difficult times. How can you ride the wave with Taurus projects? Do you enjoy your artistic potential? So this is a month where you might sign up for a seminar, for a class, try something out. Are you playing an instrument, or do you like to dance? So this is a month where you want to go out and try something in that direction. Everything what works your body, helps you to enjoy your body, like gentle exercise, dancing, massages, body work of any kind, good nutrition, really taking care for your body as the temple of your soul. As a Taurus sun, I'm allowed to say that sometimes Tauruses are a little lazy, and one of the laziest meditations I know almost everybody loves to do is what I call the sun meditation. It's like you're in the sun, closing your eyes, not reading emails, not doing anything, but just soaking up the energy. So it's a wonderful way to just be in the moment, enjoy yourself, being bathed by the sun and those healing energies. When we look into the practical activities, gardening comes first to mind. Taurus has this connection to the living world, to animals, to the plant kingdom. So even if you don't have a garden, you can get a plant for your home, get some flowers, plant some herbs on your windowsill in the kitchen. So I believe gardening can be done on many levels and can be very satisfying. One thing Taurus can help us with is that ability to slow down, to what we call smell the roses. So for that, we need to kind of slow down. We need to sit down with a cup of tea in the garden to be able to smell the roses, to appreciate the world through our senses. And the same you can do by watching the sunset. So we're here on Maui, we're really lucky that we have this amazingly beautiful sunsets. But I'm sure wherever you are, you have beautiful sunsets there to watch and enjoy. Some people think when we talk Taurus, we talk about an overly attachment to resources, and what often comes first to mind is money. But there are so many other resources which I believe are more important than money. So it's a good time to ask yourself, what are your true resources in your life? So your loved ones, your family, your friends, your skill set, your connections, your knowledge about what you specifically have to contribute to others. This is a real, true resource. Nobody ever can take away from you. Another suggestion, it's a good month for hiking, spending more time in nature. So even if you're living in a city, go hang out in a park, go out. Gaining a vision is the first step to any success in life. So if you want to be and have a healthy body, you need to take care for it appropriately. So good nutrition, exercise, things which make you feel comfortable in your body and make you happy. So this is a focus for you, the overall focus for you this month. So I wish you a wonderful time. If you like to be kept in the loop with coming up astrological forecasts, you want to subscribe. And you can also sign up for my newsletter on my website. And there you will get a free report for your love stone, which is based on your Venus position in your horoscope. So like me, if you do, that's always a nice thing. And I also know that as an evolutionary astrologer, having done astrology now for 35 years, I know that the biggest, deepest benefit you can get from astrology is by a personal astrological reading. And I do readings online through Skype, so you can reach me wherever you are on the planet. And you can call or you can email me or head over to my website, mauiastrologyreading.com. And as we say here on Maui, aloha.